Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here today. I want to talk to you today about the subject of what if. What if? It's a very important question, those two words. And as I've studied chronic illness and disease now for years and years and years, many times I'm surprised at what I read, particularly as it relates to statistics. But one statistic stands out above all the rest, and it shocked me, and I just can't believe that this is true, but it's actually a real number. And that is, research shows that the most common day of the week for a person to have a heart attack is Monday mornings. That's right, Monday mornings is the most common day and predictable day for somebody to have a heart attack. Saturday ranks number 2. But before I started LT360, I can't tell you how many times over my 22-year career that I told myself that this is going to be my last year to teach and coach. I love to teach, I love to coach, but I just felt like there was something else inside of me and there was something more that I wanted to do. And every time I can remember that thought, it seemed to be on a Monday, morning. So why are Mondays so difficult for people? Why do they have a heart attack more often or thoughts of resigning on this day more than any other day of the week? And I believe it's because they're not healthy, they're not happy, and they're not whole. And it starts with the heart, not just emotionally, but physically as well. So I want to talk a little bit about the physical heart today. I'll touch the emotional in a deeper way at another time. But the heart is the engine of our cardiovascular system. And that engine controls just about every part of our body. So it's a good thing to pay attention to your heart. And when you don't have a good cardiovascular and pulmonary health, you're more at risk for chronic illness and disease. It's estimated that more than 700,000 people each year have a heart attack. I don't even like to think about that number, but most medical professionals agree that the most common risk factors for a heart disease are things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, although that's debatable with me, diabetes and obesity, visceral fat content, and excess storage sites that have excess visceral fat content is certainly a contributing factor. But in my opinion, the true causes are your nutrition, how you eat, and how you live. The lack of sleep, exercise, and having too much stress and anxiety in your life. And this is why LT360 has so many long-term benefits, such as that reduced fat that I talked about earlier, which we all know is linked to about 70% of known curable and reversible disease. So there's no question that having an excess level of visceral fat content in your body can increase your risk for heart disease. That's why I love LT360, because we don't focus on scale weight, we focus in on ratios. And we can help you increase hydration, lean muscle, all the while decreasing that visceral fat content in your body and getting you to a healthy weight range. And when you get healthy, your body releases hormones like serotonin and dopamine and adiponectin, which is another benefit, by the way, to your mental and emotional health. You see, when you feel high levels of stress and anxiety, you are constantly in what we know as a fight or flight mode, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy to always be on edge and always be anxious and always to be stressed. When you're constantly worried about the things in your life, your work, your children, hold on, got to make sure I cross this road safely. When you're constantly worrying about those things that keep you stressed out, your marriage, your finances, the things that are going on at your job, you know, it will affect your physical health. And when you're healthy, it will be your rod and staff against the enemy of depression and anxiety and even stress. And by the way, that's where the enemy wants to attack you first, is in your mind. He doesn't have to tie you up physically. If he can tie your mind up, he's got you beat. And next, the next thing that will happen to you, if you are always experiencing a level of anxiety and stress, the next thing that you will experience for most people is low energy level and lack of energy, because your body's always trying to fight against something, so it never has a chance to heal and recover. If you can't recall the last time you got a good night's sleep, then I want to share something with you. Your body's not healing and repairing properly. If every night all you do is toss and turn. You wake up all the time. You still got things on your mind. Your body's never at true rest. You're not getting that deep REM sleep. Then you're not getting the proper healing and recovering that your body needs so that you can be healthy, happy, and whole. So making sure that you get some basic body movement daily, like what I'm doing right now. Again, I'm shooting this video, but I'm also walking. I've got basic body movement. It's my secret weapon against anxiety and stress because of all the good chemical reactions that my body is releasing. You see, when you get the right amount of physical activity, your body releases those endorphins that provide that long-lasting energy throughout the day, which should allow you to get off to sleep pretty quick at night. And so what I always tell people is start slow. Wherever you're at in this journey with us, start slow. Build yourself up to a good routine over time. You should have no problem at some level, unless you have some type of physical issue that's going on or some kind of type of health issue that you can't do this. You should have no problem reaching 30 to 45 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. And to promote fast muscle recovery after exercise, I always tell people, don't forget to take your supplements. Now, I do this through the Heal and Recovery Powder because it has all the things that my body craves and needs and that we need to heal and recover properly and maintain the proper hydration. So, with LT360, I want to make sure I'm across this road real quick. With LT360, you can live a healthy, happy, and whole, and most important, a fulfilling life, just as God intended. Now, back to the Monday thing. Monday is emotionally draining for a lot of people. And for many people, they start to feel this emotional roller coaster ride starting Sunday night. And I know it was for me because I felt that my heart, that when I wasn't living the full, and there must be something more. There must be something more that I can give. There must be something more that I was created to do. And even though I do love coaching, particularly teams and classroom teaching, it wasn't giving me the same fulfillment as it once did. And I also struggled with the things when I look back on my life of asking, is there something else that I was designed to do? Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about this at a later video or a later session. But never, never, never underestimate the pain of regret. So if you're right now listening to this video, watching this video, I want to encourage you to get some basic body movement so that you can have cardiovascular and pulmonary strength going throughout your body. And never look back on your life and ask the question, what if? Because what if will lead you to a lifelong battle with pain and misery, and many times it'll be associated with failure. So put your foot on the gas, move forward, be all that you were created to be, and if you'll do that, I believe and declare you will be all that God wants you to be. God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.